Broncos and some of the things they do to get after the quarterback. What are some commonality things that you see with how Denver brings their rush?
Yeah, they have a really good rush. Starts on their edge. With Benito and Coop, they do a good job. Playing relentless. And, they don't give up. They play really tough, and they have really good interior guys as well. So they're really good to learn. And
the remedy for counteracting that kind of defense?
Yeah, playing hard right back. Scheme, trying to do some things to help our guys up front. So I think it'll be a good matchup.
What do you like?
Versatile. He can run, catch, he can block. He plays hard. So yeah, he's very versatile. And yeah, he's brought that versatility to our team and our offense. He's done a lot of good things. Coming out the backfield, in the run game and pass protection. Learning the new scheme. I think he's done a great job at it. So he's gonna be a great player for us.
CJ, what do you think?
Great. Yeah, it was great. I'm so happy they're back. I know they're motivated. Be out there and the ball and do all the things that we need them to do. To win more games and to help our team even take us to another level. So I'm super happy they came back in time too. But I think it's gonna be great for us. And the Bible does also say that He is just and He is just that He will forgive us as well. I'm just grateful that He's forgave me and gave me another chance to be in this position. But yeah, I believe that God is. I know my ministry right now is through my talent as football. But I'm not. This is not my identity. A quarterback. But first and foremost, I'm a man of God and a child of God, which is way more important than being a man of God. So I'm a child of the Most High God. So I just try to encourage others and do what I can. And I don't ever want to speak out of turn, but I try to give a little piece here and there, on my journey, because I've had a long journey with the Lord where I backslid, lived away from God, and then also He's just like the prodigal son, is inviting me back in with open arms. So I just think it's important that I share my faith because I think if I can reach out to one person, I hope we make heaven crowded. I want to rob hell every day if we can do that, and if that's through post-game interviews or me just in the street talking to people about the gospel. So then I'll do that. So I just try to do that. Sometimes you're just in your emotions, So we're all going through this life very, very in a similar fashion. I think that's something that I want to do is be able to give grace and mercy to people because that's what God's done to me. But yeah, you have those moments, and I think the more you can be honest with God and then honest with yourself, I think it's room for improvement. And I don't want to get super biblical, but I'm a Bible nerd, and at least now I am. And 1 John 1:9 says, "God is just and faithful to forgive us of our sins if we confess them." And then James 5:16 says, "If we confess our sins to one another, then we may be healed. Then we will be healed." And so that's a horizontal and a vertical representation on confessing your sins or confessing your emotions, confessing the things you're going through to one another, to God, and then to fellow man. You can be healed by man, but God will forgive you. So I think that's very important and something that I learned in my life.
both of you guys were playoff caliber teams. What does it mean, this kind of matchup? What do you see from it?
Man, it's just a gritty team. You know, I think you just see they find a lot of different ways to win games. I think I watched the Jets game like when it was happening because that was during our bye week, and it was just like a 0-0 game. It was like they kicked the field goal and they ended up scoring one touchdown late. It was just a really gritty like performance, and they ended up pulling away late. And then you talk about that game they had versus the Giants, and I saw that game. Drake Greenlaw is like my brother, so I was his first game playing, so I really wanted to just see really to watch him, and I'm just watching them in general, and to see them, put up 33 points or whatever it was in the fourth quarter, down like 19-0, like that's just another different way that they were able to win. So I mean that's the biggest thing that you see. They're just finding a way to win. Explosive offense, great defense, just playing together. So that's what I saw.
You see any similarities between Bo Nix and Baker Mayfield?
I can see the similarities and kind of like the grittiness of it all, like how they kind of both have that I don't care, mentality. And I think Bo might be a better runner, just because it looks like he has a lot more speed. Just watching him on tape, but I definitely could see that comparison.
You guys are 1-3-4, like Hannah and Calvin were saying. They feel like you guys are headed in the right direction. Do you feel something building?
Yeah, I mean, I don't ever feel like it's not building, even when we're losing. Like, it's just a matter of doing what we are. The foundation that we already have is already laid and set. So it's not like you are rearranging pieces. We just gotta do, what we talk about, and when we do, we come in here and it's a win, and when we don't, it's a loss. So it's real simple. You just gotta actually do it, and that's the hard part. That's the game. It's best of the best every single week, and you gotta put it on tape.
Coaches always talked about a complete game. CJ has talked about playing the complete game, especially giving you guys some rest. How unusual was it for you all to be sitting on the sideline so long on Sunday when they were controlling the clock 41 minutes? You all were on the field on 18.
Man, that was great. I don't care how unusual it was. I was happy. We talked about this a couple weeks ago, and that's just one of the formulas. More than turnovers, more than anything, it's just time of possession. You can't make a play if you aren't on the field. And so, you have more opportunities to make a play when you are on the field. So offensively for us, you're on the field for 40 minutes. It's just, you do the math, you do the odds, you can have a better chance of, finishing in the end zone and making a play. So, I mean, it definitely helped us out a lot defensively because you're not as fatigued, you're not as tired.
Did you have a favorite Halloween costume as a kid? Was there something you liked?
No. I don't really celebrate Halloween.
No.
I just like the candy that I used to like.
All right. Top 3 candy. Which you got to rank them?
I would say watermelon, Sour Patch Kids, Skittles, just because Skittles is always a taste. And then Airhead Extreme.
What's an overrated one that you think some people say it's good, but you don't like it at all?
Any caramel, I don't know, any caramel candy except for maybe Twix.
Have a solid rush. They've had a lot of success statistically. What do you see from them? What makes them a good rushing team?
I just feel like they got good players, and they all work well together in the system that they're in. They just got a good team.
What do you love about this challenge? And you guys are coming off of arguably your top performance of the season.
I just feel like it gives us another chance to play against a great front and to execute that front and see what we can do.
When you look at the cohesiveness that you guys are building, what's the camaraderie like now with the line?
I feel like it's just getting better and better and better. Like, that's what it takes. You just got to get reps with each other, and throughout the season, just gets closer and closer. The chemistry kind of builds.
You a big Halloween guy?
Not really.
Did you have a favorite costume as a kid or anything?
Growing up, my mom wasn't really heavy into Halloween, so I used to look at the window, looking at the other kids trick or treat when I was just still in the house.
Top 3 candies.
Jolly Ranchers, Trolleys, Gummy Worms, and Now-Laters.
What's a candy that you just think is overrated or is trash?
The Red Hots.
Yeah.
I can't eat those.
No way.
Those are disgusting.
Okay. All right. Are you guys having a Halloween thing here as a team?
I'm not sure. I think some people might be having one, but I probably won't
You're not going to dress up?
dress up for it.
All right. The Broncos and the rush they have, statistically, they've had the most sacks and pressures. So what do you see from them?
I just see a group that just plays together. You don't really see too many guys who trying to have a selfish rush. I feel like they play together well, and all 5 or 6 guys who pretty much rotate can all pass rush. So as long as we communicate, we'll be good. We at home, so I'm not too much worried.
The confidence of last week, does that help a little bit?
Yeah, for sure. Because we were just every play, we were just all communicating. I believe we had 0 MAs, so just to be able to go out there and play as a unit and do what we preach is an amazing feeling after the game.
You started 0-3, but you guys are now on the verge of getting back to 500 and then building from there. How important has this stretch been to get the improvement, get the wins, to kind of get back on track here?
Yeah, man, we kind of don't look at it that way, but we try to take each week and try to be 1-0. And whatever the team, whatever we've been asked of as offensive line, like we just got to make sure that, this is still the NFL. Everybody got to make sure we do our job, so that we don't hurt ourselves and go backwards or get a flag or whatever the case may be, so we can continue to have success on each drive.
Was this last game a confidence boost for you? Looked like it was one of your better games you've had?
I feel so. I'm pretty hard on myself, man. Good, bad. I still feel like there's always areas for improvement. That's just how I'm always be, man. Kind of got to pick my poison. But, hey, I want to be great, so I know that takes time. It doesn't happen overnight, but some nights I wanted to.
CJ mentioned the camaraderie. Have you had a lineman dinner yet? Has there been one or more?
We had a few. We always get together and hang out. That's just part of the culture here. Hang outside of the building and get to know each other on a real deep level.
What was the best dinner you guys had?
Best dinner we had.
Fancy or otherwise?
Probably say Steak 48.
Yeah?
I like the apps they got there, and the service is really good.
Did you get stuck with the bill or?
Not yet. Not yet.
You haven't had your rookie dinner yet?
Nah, not yet. I know it's coming up, so I'm getting ready for it mentally right now.
Tell you, Halloween's coming up Friday night. And
Yeah.
The guys were talking about like growing up as a kid. What was your costume? Did you do that? And if so, did you have a favorite that kind of stood out for you?
Fun fact about Ariante, man, that Halloween is my favorite holiday. I love, the Kansas City when the leaves used to fall. It used to be super cold. We all got our trick-or-treat bags, going and knocking on people's doors, saying trick-or-treat, and they come out with the candy. And a little pro tip, if you go in like the richer neighborhoods, they give you full-size candy bars. So I always went out there and made sure we got out there. But, I did a few things for like the kids' hospital. Went to the YMCA the other day with Titus.
Yeah.
So it's my favorite holiday, man. I love giving back and making kids smile.
As a kid, did you remember like dressing up and did you have a favorite costume or like what theme would you go
I
for?
can't remember back that far, but
I
would
would
probably say
bag of candy.
Yeah, the bag of candy was the most important thing because when you got home, you pour your bag out, see how much everybody got. Right. If you want to trade, So.
Rank them. Top 3 candies that you want in your bag as a kid or even now.
Gotta say Nerds because they last like. It's not just one bite and they're gone. I would say Nerds, number 1. I'm a huge chocolate lover, so I'm going to say Twix and then Reese's.
Snickers doesn't make the cut.
Snickers number 4.
All right.
We're going to put it on the
Now,
list.
is there an overrated candy that's like, man, how do people deal with this?
The Crunch Bars.
Okay.
That's an overrated candy. They need to throw those away, man. Those are nasty. But yeah.
To do the most to take advantage of their opportunities. All guys that can do a range of different things on the field, and I think they were all able to display that on Sunday. So, definitely excited to get back in the mix. Me and Nico get back out there and just continue to add, a bit of the explosive piece and keep showing what I'm able to do.
Christian and CJ talked about how, with you all back and with the way these guys have progressed, that you could take it to another level. What could you envision what the receiving core can be like?
Yeah, I just think one that complements, one another. I think we all bring a different skill set to the room and to the offense, and so just playing amongst one another, having a bunch of fun, playing with confidence, playing fast. You see the ability to be able to stretch the field, make the catches over the middle. I think we all kind of have a little bit of that, so it's just complementing one another.
How did you feel today? And was it the same re-injury or was it a different leg?
I felt good. The injury process has been going smooth, especially with this one, and obviously it was an unfortunate thing. But like I said, I've been able to bounce back pretty quickly, and looking forward to just progressing throughout the week and hopefully get out there and feel my best on Sunday.
Paying attention to the news and everything, been trying to keep in contact with them, but apparently the comps are down. We haven't been able to talk to people, but hopefully everything gets back to normal with the communication and we'll be able to find somebody to help them out.
What was it like watching the video? You said you stayed up late one night trying to see what it was like over there. Imagine what that island's going through with a major hurricane, Cat 4, Cat 5 that can roll through there.
And I don't think we've ever had a Cat 5 before. Seeing the damage that's been done, trees, hitting down power lines and everything, I don't think it's anything that they were able to prepare for. The biggest thing is just for them, try to be safe and, just trying to find a way to just be able to help my family that's down there.
Have you been able to talk to anybody yet? Communication down, or have you been able to reach anybody to get confirmation they're okay?
Me and my mom, we've been trying to talk to people down there, but the communication, it's down there. So hopefully that'll be able to come on soon, or they'll be able to go to a different part of the island and be able to communicate with us. So that's what we're looking for.
Lastly, being from there, that resilient island and country, bouncing back from something like this, any doubt that once they assess what's the damage, that they can come back and get back to the way of life that they wanted?
Oh, definitely. I've heard that people have already sent help. People have already donated as much as they can, for people to go out there and build back and become stronger. And we've dealt with it before with hurricanes in the past. Not as strong as this one, but I believe my people will be able to come back from this.
Daniel, any message you'd like to send out about Jamaica for those that are thinking about pitching in and helping?
At the end of the day, we'll come back together and we'll build a stronger country. Just keep grinding and stick together as a family in Jamaica.
The Broncos rush group is a really good group. All 5 guys they have are really good. On the edges, I'd say Benito is a really good speed rusher. So there's not many guys like that in the league who has the explosiveness and the first step quickness that he has, which has allowed him to get a few sacks. So it's going to take a ton of effort, a ton of work to get it done, but we just have to play our technique. Don't overthink it, just play our technique, really strain to get them blocked up front, knowing that they're a really solid group and really solid on the inside as well. They'll play a 5 down front. It's just everybody across the board is going to have to win their one-on-one matchup. It's technically still under the concussion protocol. We're expecting him to clear in the next few days. The main thing with Denver's offense, it's going to start with containing their run game. That's where they hang their hat on the run game. So we have to do a great job of setting edges, tackling well. They have 2 really good backs, and then with Bo Nix, what he does a really good job of, and the coaches have put him in a really good position to get on the edge. He's using his athleticism a lot to get on the edge on a lot of their keeper plays. If it's not there, he doesn't like it. He has the athletic ability to escape the pocket up the middle through the A and B gaps. So we have to be very sound in how we're rushing him, especially our defensive tackles. We have to rush with awareness because he's a very athletic kid who's made a few explosive plays when he's able to not just escape the pocket running, but he's also made some nice throws as well, escaping the pocket. So it's going to take everybody to continue to be locked in and disciplined in our coverage, disciplined in our rush lanes, because he can go anywhere. A really good player, good young player who's done a good job, and I think as a staff, Coach Payton and his staff has done a really good job of making the game easy for him.
I know it's not much.
Yeah, Dalton didn't go today, but we're expecting to get him back as the week goes on. He's doing well, progressing just fine. Throughout the season of just really commanding the offense, like being very disciplined with the calls in the huddle, being disciplined with his reads and where he's supposed to go with the football. As the season has progressed, I feel like he's done a great job of taking what's given to him. If one is open, he's taking one. He's making great decisions. Also, when it's not there, taking the opportunity to check the ball down to our backs. That was a great play that he made last week to check the ball down to Woody, and Woody runs for 50 yards. That's just by the quarterback remaining disciplined, doing what he has to do, and making great decisions to make sure as an offense we're pressing forward.
Obviously, the season.
I know it was a unanimous decision. Miss Janice, with just her love and affection for everybody. You talk about someone who supports, who loves Texans football. Like, man, it wouldn't happen without Miss Janice and Bob bringing football back to Houston. So we're thankful, as a city, we're thankful for them bringing football back to Houston, but just how, she supports us in in training camp, she's out there every day supporting the team. And I would say my fondest memory of Miss Janice is saying every time I talk to her, she said, anytime you need a linebacker, I'm ready. I'm ready to go. So she loves football. She loves the Texans, and she's done everything right in her power to make sure we have everything that we need as a team to be as successful as possible. So we're all thankful for Miss Janice and the late Mr. Bob and for what they've done, to bring football to Houston and have our city fired up about football again. Now it's on us to continue to press it forward and take us to new heights.